Let's head out to the Plains where Auburn has yet another home game early in the season, and we are talking Deuce Knight because he is back on campus for what seems like the 12th time this season, but this time it's a little bit different. He's taking his official visit to Auburn. Now, Deuce Knight, committed to Notre Dame, has been on Flip Watch on this channel since early August. No movement on that commitment. Steve, what's the latest update as Deuce Knight gets ready for his official visit to Auburn?
Fourth game visit of the fall for Deuce Knight. He's a season ticket holder right now for the Auburn Tigers, coming back with his family for the official visit. He also attended Big Cat Weekend with his family at the end of July. I still think that Deuce Knight, the intel still is in the Auburn favor. But if he gets through this weekend and ends up visiting Notre Dame for the Stanford game, we'll see what ultimately ends up happening. I think you would then see Auburn really ramp it up with some other quarterbacks. Not to say that they would stop recruiting Deuce Knight, because that's the guy they covet and love at the position, but they need another talented quarterback in this class to come in and push that room. I already expect Auburn to go into the portal for a one-year guy after the season as it is, but they want a big-time quarterback in this class. And if it starts to seem like Deuce Knight is not going to be the guy, or it's up in the air if he's going to be the guy, I expect them to really turn it up for some quarterbacks shortly after this if Deuce Knight doesn't hop into the fold. Now, I think Deuce Knight continues to say all the right things behind the scenes to Auburn, Auburn's commits, Auburn's top targets. I think he continues to feel out what that situation would look like if he committed, who else would join the class. But Notre Dame continues to have dialogue with them. Expected back in a couple weeks when they host Stanford. Ole Miss remains a program that's pushing for Deuce Knight. And Ole Miss, they haven't really ramped it up yet for Deuce Knight or Caleb Cunningham, but I expect that to come at some point.
Kind of crazy that after Big Cat Weekend at the end of July, we've had Deuce Knight on Flip Watch to Auburn since then, and now here we are talking about entering the month of October, and he's still going back and forth. So, yeah, you're right. I think the longer this goes out, the better it is for Notre Dame. But Ole Miss is kind of the wild card because they're going to lie in the weeds until the very end. They don't care probably what Deuce Knight does between now and then. They just want to sign Deuce Knight at the end. So that's kind of Lane Kiffin's MO. Go hard at the end, try to make a late flip. All right. Another one that Auburn's trending for, and this happened recently coming out of the weekend, Texas offensive lineman Nelson McGuire. He is a former Minnesota commitment that put himself back on the market this summer, and he's had a lot of attention, but right now Auburn is the team that's trending for him. You feel good about that one?
I do. He was at Auburn last weekend, has a really good relationship with Coach Thornton, Aaron Petard. That staff sees the vision moving forward, feels comfortable around those coaches and in that program. They got to hold off Clemson. They got to hold off Vanderbilt. Texas A&M's taking a big swing. But as I talked to you this morning, I like Auburn's chances.
All right, Auburn fans, talk to us. How are you feeling about this Deuce Knight official visit? Is this the one that's going to get him to flip? Let us know. Comment section below.